アメリカプロバスケットボール NBA の元スター選手コービー・ブライアントさんが乗ったヘリコプターが墜落し、ブライアントさんを含む乗っていた9人全員が死亡しました。悲しみが全米に広がっています。地元警察などによりますと、ブライアントさんらが乗ったヘリコプターは26日午前ロサンゼルス郊外に墜落し、ブライアントさんや娘で13歳のジアナさんなど乗っていた9人全員が死亡しました。墜落の原因はまだ分かっていません。ブライアントさんは4年前に引退するまで20年間レイカーズ一筋でプレーし、チームを5度のリーグ優勝に導くなどスター選手として活躍しました。
My vision is bigger than that. We built a whole studio in China.
Sir, it's the private line.
What's up? This is it. Let's go. Whoa. Let's light them up. They said retirement was gonna be boring.
Arrivederci. So I should have been.
Oh shit! It's Kobe Bryant!
Help me.
Just pass me the trophies and we'll pull you out.
Pass.
These were Shaq's anyway.
(1963) Wonder Woman comic book cover. 1970 30 Seconds Over New York book by Robert Bacard. 1973 Godzilla vs. Megalon movie poster. 1973 Superman comic. 1975 Cracked magazine cover. 1976 9/11, a book by Thomas Chastain. 1976 Sesame Street magazine cover. 1976 Spidey Super Stories comic book cover. 1978 Super Friends TV show, the episode entitled Monolith of Evil. 1978 Dr. John City Lights album cover. 1979 Meteor movie poster. 1979 Supertramp Breakfast in America album cover. 1979 Saga Images at Twilight album cover. 1979 Pakistan International Airlines ad. 1983 Def Leppard Pyromania album cover. 1983 a book by Jose Borja. 1986 Real Ghostbusters Season 1, Episode 12. (1986) Dream Machine.
There's computers where the resolution is so high that you can never tell that it was ever touched by anything, which raises the whole question of photography as evidence of anything. I don't even think people are aware of how much computer graphics is used today. There's just a whole question now of what is real.
Create a new reality by adding an erupting volcano to the San Francisco skyline. Or remove the World Trade Center from the New York City skyline.
1987, The Squeeze movie cover. 1987, cover of Fortune International magazine. 1988, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Season 2, Episode 7.
Oh, bad news, Master Splinter. Shredder is up to something, but he ran off before we could discover what.
All we know is it had something to do with the Twin Towers.
Sooner or later, he will reveal his plan.
Like, what do you suppose Shredder's up to this time?
Michelangelo, you heard April's message. He's been spotted on the roof of the World Trade Center.
It's for sure he's not there for the view.
Hey! What is it? Hang on! We're gonna crash!
1988, Microsoft Flight Simulator. 1989, WWF.
'Twin Towers, take it, Mean Gene.
It's with me at this time, the Slickster, Akeem, the African Dream, and a big boss man. Gentlemen, is this the match you wanted all along, or are you going to continue your terrorist attack? 3 people working as one, with one goal in mind, to defeat, or should I say demolish the Twin Towers?
Oh, and Hulk Hogan, that pain won't stop until the Twin Towers come crumbling down. Oh, yeah, right now, tonight, on prime time.
1991, Terminator 2. 1991, Spider-Man comic. 1993, Super Mario Bros. The movie.
Look! It's Koopa's Tower!
1994, Iron Man cartoon, Season 1, Episode 5.
Unidentified warplane sighted heading for New York City.
Our detection system shows nothing. Mayday! Mayday! New York is under attack! Intercept and destroy!
A force field is shielding the warplane. It's getting through.
It's time. We will now strike at the heart of American defense and destroy the Pentagon with one swift and deadly blow.
1994, Fantastic Four, Season 1, Episode 4. 1994, Viceland magazine article. 1994, Friends intro debut. 1994, Deathstroke the Terminator comic book cover. 1995, The Tick, Season 1, Episode 12.
We are under attack! Things so monstrous! Terror unleashed from the sacred cotton candy place of our dreams! If anyone is out there listening, get out of town before it gets to you! And I'm out of here!
1995, Hackers.
Beat that.
1995, Philips Home Cinema commercial.
Pictures so real you won't believe your eyes. Dolby Prologic surround sound so exciting your eyes won't believe your ears. The ultimate home cinema televisions from Philips, including 100 Hz flicker-free pictures and widescreens. Philips, let's make things better.
1995, Illuminati card game. 1996, The Long Kiss Goodnight.
1993, World Trade Center bombing, remember? During the trial, one of the bombers claimed the CIA had advanced knowledge. The diplomat who issued the terrorist visa was CIA. It's not unthinkable they paved the way for the bombing purely to justify a budget increase.
You're telling me that you're gonna fake some terrorist thing just to get some money out of Congress?
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Hennessy, I've no idea how to fake killing 4,000 people. So we're just gonna have to do it for real. Oh, blame it on the Muslims, naturally. Then I get my funding. Good night, old girl.
1996. This is a steal from Independence Day, but they show this briefly in the movie. 1997, Men in Black cartoon, Season 1, Episode 6.
Slim, remember those Twin Towers?
Yeah, what about them?
I don't think they're gonna be so tall anymore.
Oh, no.
1997, The Simpsons, Season 9, Episode 1.
Oh, I'd love to see New York. We could all go with the bus company's special Super Sitter fare.
$9? This one's on me.
Great!
1997, German Mario Bros. Comic. 1997, Emergency Response to Terrorism Self-Study. 1997, St. John's Cathedral. It has a Freemasonic sculpting depicting a disaster in New York. 1998, Armageddon.
Well, you know why? Because this is New York City. Anything could have happened. Look at that. Let me see. It could have been a terrorist bomb, could have been a dead body, somebody shot, stabbed. And it's Friday payday, too. Somebody probably jumped didn't get that paycheck.
1998, The Parent Trap.
How weird is that? Extremely.
1998, a steal from the movie Godzilla. 1998, Pirelli Tires ad. 1999, Batman Beyond, Season 2, Episode 12.
Vibration, it's gonna knock down the towers.
The towers are falling. Get away from there.
No use pleading. You're dead.
1999, 7 Days.
The defensive missiles will stay close to the building, so try to stay with them.
Hey, what's going on?
Attaboy, Red. it. Whoa. Hang in tight. Red, let's get this equipment loaded and take our show on the road. Cool.
Early reports indicate more than 50 people killed, including many high-ranking officers, and several hundred injured. How the missile got through air defenses surrounding the Pentagon is still the subject of much debate.
1999, Fight Club. $1999, The Matrix. (2001) New York Magazine. Interestingly enough, it says, "Is there life beyond the boom?" And it also has the one-eye symbolism. (2001) March. The Lone Gunman.
You're saying our government plans to commit a terrorist act against a domestic airline?
There you go. Indicting the entire government as usual. It's a faction. A small faction.
For what possible gain?
The Cold War's over, John. But with no clear enemy to stockpile against, the arms market's flat. But bring down a fully loaded 727 into the middle of New York City, and you'll find a dozen tin-pot dictators all over the world just clamoring to take responsibility and begging to be smart-bombed.
I can't believe it. This is about increasing arms sales.
Mm-hmm.
When?
Tonight?
Got manual override.
(2001) June. Just months before the events took place. The Coupe Party Music album cover. There you have it. That was more than 60 instances of 9/11 predictive programming. Simply too many for them all to be coincidences. Also check out Back to the Future. That movie is loaded with 9/11 symbolism. Also, if you have any other movies.
最後に一番また疑惑多いのはですね、7号館という建物がありました。7号館っていうのは池袋サンシャインシティビルと同じ大きさ47階建てで、サルマンブラザーズビルとも言うんですけれども、あそこ飛行機に突っ込まれなかったし、火事らしい火事にもなってなかったんです。しかもにもかかわらず7秒間で落ちたんですよ。7秒間で落ちるということは重力で落ちるより速いんですよ。要するに鉄砲玉を47階から落とすよりも速い速度で落ちたんですよ。でそれが、可能になる説明は一つしかないんですよ。爆弾がありまして、で中に空洞になってですね、真空になって吸い込まれたんです。で7号館っていうのはあれだけ一緒にして崩れたにもかかわらずですね、飛行機に追突されなかったんですよ。それは非常に大事なポイントで、このビルの中にですね、アメリカ政府の機関がいろいろ入ってたんですよ。だからおそらく証拠隠滅のために破壊されたんじゃないかと言われてますけれども、しかもこの1年間でまたすごい映像が出てきたんですよ。911の日に、 BBC 英国国営放送の特派員がマイクを持ってで後ろに崩れた貿易センタービル2つの煙が見えるんですよ。でその特派員がですね、ただいまの入った情報によりますとサラマンブラザーズビルいわゆる7号館が崩壊しましたと。でも窓の後ろにはっきりとまだ立ってるのは見えるんですよ。
We've got some news just coming in, actually, that the Salomon Brothers building in New York, right in the heart of Manhattan, has also collapsed. The 47-story Salomon Brothers building, situated very close to the World Trade Center, has also just collapsed. Now, more on the latest building collapse in New York. You might have heard a few moments ago I was talking about the Salomon Brothers building collapsing. And indeed it has. Apparently that's only a few hundred yards away from where the World Trade Center towers were. And it seems that this was not a result of a new attack. It was because the building had been weakened during this morning's attacks.
As you can see behind me, the Trade Center appears to be still burning. We see these huge clouds of smoke and ash, and we know that behind that there's an empty piece of what was a very familiar New York skyline, a symbol of the financial prosperity of this city.
It's now, some 8 hours since the attacks. Is there any estimate yet available of the number of casualties in the World Trade Center?
When you talk to people on they don't even say how many people might have been killed and injured, and I think that feeling until the idea of the devastation, people don't really know what to say or what to think. I think they feel the bubble of their security as being in America has definitely been popped. This city and this country will not be the same, but they don't really know where to turn. That's the very sad thing. I think there's going to be a lot of very, very traumatized people that has hit them very, very hard.
Jane, I think many of us, when we heard the news, perhaps on the radio earlier today, were completely flabbergasted by it and just couldn't comprehend it. I mean, it almost sounded too far-fetched. I was wondering what it's felt like for you being in Manhattan. Well, unfortunately, I think we've lost the line with Jane Stanley.
周りのビルはどれも無傷のままだというのに、第7ビルはまっすぐ崩れ落ち、こじんまりした小さな山と化した6秒間で。公式発表は何と言っているだろう。ツインタワーから落下する破片で内部が火事になり、建物内にあった燃料タンクに引火した。これが事実なら、第7ビルは歴史上3番目の火災が原因で崩壊した建物になる。1番目と2番目はツインタワーだろう。
Let's light them up. They said retirement was gonna be boring.
Oh, shit! It's Kobe Bryant.
Help me.
Just pass me the trophies and we'll pull you out.
Pass.
This game ain't over, Mamba. I'll see you again.
Arrivederci. So I should it end.
Black Mama doesn't end.
Because it hit all of us out of nowhere. I didn't want to believe it. I said to myself, I hope some butt face made this up, and it's not true. I didn't want to believe it. But then after getting all the calls, and then you finally feel was concerned, it just, my spirit just.
Rockets have now won 17 of their last 18 at home.
and 12 in a row in their gym. They've only lost one game at home since February 9th, and that was to Golden State. But now they've beaten Golden State twice in this series, and we're all knotted up at 2 apiece. Welcome to Inside. Shaq's right there. Kenny's right there. Chuck is down there.
What's up, man?
Were you mugging over here?
No, never heard
Yes, you were.
Earlier.
I don't know what you were doing.
I'm still trying to, get more proof, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really bought into that yet. But I just thought this was interesting. This guy right here, this guy's channel, put it out there with, I kind of missed this segment. I missed this live segment. So this was recorded. It looks like it was recorded off of a phone camera or something. And the picture's kind of blurry. I want to see like a high definition. But yeah, this definitely doesn't look like no hologram to me or cardboard cutout. I don't think Shaq is joking either, because he jokes a lot around, but there's no way he's joking. I don't know why. I don't know how I missed this segment, because I'm usually watching TNT anyways. But I wish I would have seen this live. But just check this out. Look at this Shaq. Everybody else is pretty much normal, but Shaq stays in this position for so long, like almost 2 minutes. It's crazy.
That could only be the musical stylings of Victor Oladipo, who is the reigning 2-time champion of the All-Star Weekend player talent show.
You are talented. I give you a little credit on that. A lot of credit. You're very talented. I mean, you're not a karaoke guy like me, but you can actually. They call me O'Brown Eyes, right?
As a matter of fact, you both have experience singing New York, New York. His was at the Slam Dunk Contest. Yours was in Vegas.
Yes.
We had the show out there. Here's just a little sampling.
See, I love to do karaoke. That's good, isn't it?
You see those 2 mics back there?
You made up your own words.
You see those?
Wait, that was the words.
Hey.
In old New York?
Yeah.
The long-awaited duet. Victor Oladipo, Charles Barkley, New York, New York.
Hey, yo, let me lead, bro. Let me lead.
I got you.
It could have a little bit to do, ladies and gentlemen, with the fact that Shaquille is a proud Freemason. Yes, Shaq is public. Oftentimes, the members of the secret society will keep it secret, but no, not Shaq. He actually publicly wears his ring and publicly, admits that he's a Freemason.
What is going on there?
That's a ring of my profession. You don't know nothing about that.
Okay, can we get a close-up on that area?
What? You don't know nothing about
What is the profession? Yeah, which profession are we talking about?
Just look at it.
Is it a legal profession?
Of course it's legal. It's a ring of my profession.
I'm trying to read it. Okay. It's too many diamonds. That's too bright. That's too bright. Go anyway. Oh, Mason, are you a Mason?
Of course I am.
Okay. You the secret ceremony.
Well, you might as well put your pinky out when you drink your drink.
Of course I am.
Put your pinky out.
You involved in the secret ceremonies with the pencils and the. Everyone wears.
Anyway, the Clippers. The Clippers.
Ring, but that is impressive, Mr. O'Neal.
I don't have a championship.
Anyway, so the Clippers.
Oh, yeah, I have 4.
Those he doesn't wear. Those he doesn't wear. The Clippers. Yeah. As I was blinded by success.
The bench points, they doubled them up. It's 84-42. In fact, James Ennis has more points off the Philly bench than Toronto has off their entire bench in the series. But Kawhi has been that dominant. What can you, if you're Brett Brown, what can you do?
He thinks there is, I just don't think there is a physical body that is capable of slowing him down. Because you're playing in a 7-game series, your advantage stays your advantage. So meaning, when they put small on him, Jimmy Butler, he posts up. So he's able to get those pounds. majority. You know, they're on a mission right now. You know, I guess they want to show the public that last year wasn't a fluke for us. You know, we're here, we're for real, and we're for real too.
Speaking of showing us, 2 Chainz, you got a shot, 2 Chainz? You got a shot, let me see that shot, dog. Speaking of showing us, 2 Chainz, got a shot. Speaking of showing us, 2 Chainz, you got. Speaking of showing us, 2 Chainz, you got a shot, 2 Chainz? Got a shot, let me see that shot, dog.
A little shaky. I don't know what's wrong with me. No, but it's good. No, it's good. You gonna be good. It's a good feeling.
A little shaky. I don't know what's wrong with me. No, but it's good. No, it's good. You gonna be good. It's a good shit.
I'm sorry.
Wipe the drool.
I was in a trance.
Yeah, wipe the drool there.
How you doing? Halloween costume contest. We do it every year. It's always a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress.
In covertly recorded off-air transmissions from the Bush-Clinton presidential election campaign in the 1990s, we can see that Bill Clinton was nothing more than a puppet to the puppet masters which placed him in the White House. Bill Clinton's demeanor seems to be similar to a person who is under a hypnotic trance.
This is a video of Hillary Clinton fainting in 2012, where she suffered a concussion.
Just please respect him. Okay.
Stand in front of me.
Please.
Sorry,
please
guys.
don't. This is not.
The agents have requested for this to stay in your seats. No one move. Yeah. Georgia. Stop looking at me. Take for me in the middle. You're scaring us now, Gaga. This is lovely.
Gaga. Can I have one picture, Gaga, please?
Stop pushing, boys.
Gaga, for 8 days, can I have one picture, please?
Wow. Boys, let's back up. And get squashed. Get a bit closer. You're like an ant. It's on his foot. Stay there. Get back, dude. Give her space. Fans, she's not going to do anything for you.
Bye, Gaga.
Well, get away for that.
I love ya.
Wow. This is further proven by Lady Gaga herself.
I had this dream quite recently that was so terrifying, so morbid and terrifying, and I called Deepak Chopra, who I work with, and I was telling him my dream, terrified, that the devil, and the dream was so terrifying, I thought somehow a devil force was trying to take hold of me, a darkness. I guess I see devil and darkness as the same thing.
Lady Gaga's former assistant, Jennifer O'Neill, sued the singer for $400,000 in unpaid overtime. Now, explosive details about Mama Monster's demands are out. Jennifer claims that Gaga would make her sleep in the same bed with her every night because the singer didn't like to sleep alone. Consequently, the assistant is bitter, and she claims that she never had her own room, didn't have privacy, and didn't even have a chance to make private phone calls.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clever Music. I'm Bridget Daly in Hollywood with a bizarre Gaga update. She's apparently having some wicked night terrors. Now, sources say Gaga's been having a recurring nightmare about the devil. Now, Gaga explained the dream is about a phantom taking her into a room where there's a blonde girl with ropes tied to her limbs, pulling her apart. How creepy is that? Well, we certainly hope it's getting better. We'd be scared to fall asleep if we were Gaga. What do you guys think she needs to do to stop these night terrors for good? Comment below and make sure to subscribe to Clever Music.
Please do not forget that hatred or evil, whatever you want to call it, it's intelligent, it's smart, and it's invisible. It's an invisible snake that while it is planning to make its attack, it is thinking to itself, I am going to divide my enemy into smaller, less strong groups, and then I'm going to make them hate each other so that it's easier to take them down. And as we're all yelling at each other, trying to figure out which group it is that's causing the problem, evil's winning.
Shot at, on the highway, and just intimidation factors. If they really wanted me dead, they would have already killed me. But, in order to kill me, they have to get many signatures, I'll say, on that paper to have it done. Because if they killed the wrong person and they didn't use that person yet for the right thing, because there's, like I said, there's a good part. There's a lot of white hats in there that, are trying to protect us. So when you're a scientist and you're targeted for these types of things, what they do is they just go down and to the rough side of the city that you live in and try to hire like a drug addict user for $1,000 to go wipe you out. If that doesn't work and they fail, then they look at the gangs in that area, which are very successful at taking people out or robbing you or making you get in a car accident. And if that doesn't work, then they'll find a hitman in that state that's really good. And if that doesn't work, then they call in the black ops guys that are for that corporation, private ops, that work for private organizations, to come really, make sure that the job's done. Now, if they can't make it look like a suicide or an assassination, then what they'll do is they'll get you in a really nice car accident. And that usually does the job, with also hitting you with electromagnetic pulse weapons to rupture your aorta and your brain and break bones, which they can do from a satellite. And they would just blame it on a car accident, So even though it was a small car accident, like recently, when I was transporting this device from the lab to another part here in California, and we had a guy come across, right across the line. We're in Topanga Canyon. That road is very, very dangerous to begin with. And here is a person coming at me, crossing the line, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, oh, he just came around the turn too fast. He's gonna just correct that, auto-correct that. And I'm like, no, he's not. I had enough time in my head to like 3 seconds. And I have a big wall here, rock wall. I can't go anywhere, maybe 3 feet. And then I saw him get directly in my lane and actually accelerate. And then I knew that this was going to hurt. So I just turned a little bit and hit my front corner panel. It was very, very traumatic. It was a tragedy. And maybe he didn't know why he did it. He seemed like he didn't know why he did it. And, they can take over someone and just for a little bit to have them texting on the phone, not paying attention, or maybe have them apply, to the gas pedal a little bit. It's these little things that people think, oh, well, they would just come and take you out. No, they got to make it look natural. The assassination and killing has to be natural or look natural, because they don't want, anyone to say that this was a hit or anything like that. So car accidents are a great way, for that to happen. Luckily, I was being protected and had a great car that was very strong at the time, and it protected me and saved me. So I'm very blessed for that. Had a concussion and some lacerations, and just was very sore for a couple of months, but couldn't really do much. But I bounced back, and everything was fine. Another way that they do is they'll try to make you sick, unhealthy. So you really have to be always healthy. You can't be messing around putting really bad chemicals in your body, because that gives them an opportunity to take advantage of you. You lower your field by putting bad things in your body, then they can just walk in and make you go do something really stupid, lay on some train tracks, and you'll just get run over. So you have to be, really aware. And I got to the point where it was just too much. I had 3 different people following me, surveillancing me, 3 different organizations, and it was just getting old, all because of, they didn't want me to come out about Big Pharma. They didn't want me to come out about extraterrestrials. They didn't want me to come out about technology, because a lot of people out there that are coming forward, there's not too much background to them. Me, I'm well established, have all my government papers, all my military papers. Everyone knows I'm credentialed to the max, overqualified for a lot of these facilities, which I recently, a few years ago, was going back and forth, reapplying to see, what was going on with that. So, I think me coming forward is going to bring a lot of really wonderfully educated, very well respected doctors and military personnel out, and that's another reason I came forward, is to initiate that and to show people, hey, it's not as bad as it seems, but it's all the way you look at it and how far you want to go with it. And a lot of the people that I know are already in their 70s and 80s, the people I worked with and worked under, and they're coming forward. So, this is a new thing. I mean, it's not on film yet. So we have multiple whistleblowers now that I've worked with that do want to come forward now since I came forward. And they, are making special arrangements right now for their life and for their family, because that's how serious it is. They're actually preparing certain ways they're going to live and, how they're going to protect themselves just in case someone doesn't approve of them coming out. But the thing is, they're having the integrity and the love to come forward like I have and just give it to the people. And I thought the people weren't really going to be ready, for this. But since they've been prepped, all the way up into this with all these fascinating speakers, like Wilcock and Good, that they're ready. And I can't believe, when I look at my Facebook, all the responses and all the questions are so intelligent. It's fantastic to know that people are really doing their due diligence and listening to what I say and researching it and finding out, wow, there's definitely something to this, and it's going to get better because I have a plethora of information. As long as I'm breathing, I can, keep sharing with everyone. And that's what I'm going to do.
マトリックスはシステムだ。そしてシステムは敵だ。中に入ると何が見える？ビジネスマンに教師に弁護士に大工。それはまさに我々が救おうとしている心だ。だが救うまで彼らはみんなシステムの一部だ。つまり我々の敵だ。いいか、忘れるな。多くの者はプラグを抜く準備ができていない。彼らはあまりに慣れすぎ盲目的にシステムに頼っている。だからそれを守るんだ。話を聞いてるか？赤いドレスの女でもいたか？俺は見てみる。止めろ！ここはマトリックスじゃ。違う。大事なことを教える訓練プログラムだ。味方以外は全て彼らの仲間だ。彼らってエージェントと呼ばれている。システムとつながっているどのソフトにも自由に入れる監視プログラムだ。つまりどこの誰でもプラグを抜くまではエージェントになりうる。マトリックスの中に安全な場所はどこにもない。我々は彼らから隠れ逃げ回ってきた。だが彼らは門番だ。彼らは全ての門の鍵を持ち常に見張っている。だからいずれは誰か戦わねばならない。誰か？君には嘘はつかない。今までエージェントに立ち向かった者は男も女も全て命を落とした。だがそうであっても君なら勝てる。なぜ？エージェントのパンチはコンクリートを砕く。彼らに向けていくら撃っても弾は全てかわされる。それでも彼らの力やスピードは自らの世界マトリックスのルールを破ることはできない。だから本当の君の力やスピードには到底及ばない。つまりこういうことか。俺も弾をかわせると。そうではない。君が本当の自分を知ればかわすまでもない。